Welcome back to Anything You Want, the channel where emotions run deep and the stories behind fame are revealed in full color. If you love untold celebrity confessions, subscribe now, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that join button to support us as we uncover what the cameras never show. Today's story takes us into the heart of one of Turkey's most beloved stars, Kerem Bürsin, and the words that have shaken the entertainment world. It's a story of love, regret, and the kind of honesty that leaves no one untouched. There are interviews that entertain, and then there are interviews that redefine how we see a person. For Kerem Bürsin, this was one of those rare moments. The actor, known for his charm, discipline, and his iconic chemistry with Hand Ursil, opened up in a way that no one expected. In a trembling voice that betrayed the strength of his emotions, Kerem said words that would echo far beyond the studio walls. "I wanted to start a family with her. But sometimes life doesn't follow the script. Someone else got in the way." And with that single confession, a storm was born. Kerem and Hand, two names forever intertwined in Turkish pop culture, had always been portrayed as a modern-day fairy tale. Their relationship, which blossomed on the set of Sen Kalkapimi, captured millions of hearts. They were not just actors, they were symbols of hope, laughter, and love that transcended the screen. Fans saw them as proof that true love could survive fame. Yet, beneath the perfection, there were hidden cracks that few had seen until now. When Kerem spoke, he didn't sound like a star reliving a romance, he sounded like a man revisiting a dream that slipped through his fingers. "When you love someone truly," he said softly, "you imagine not only the present but the entire future. Marriage, children, a home filled with laughter. I wanted all of that with Hand." The sincerity in his tone silenced the room. For a brief moment, the usually composed actor became a storyteller of his own heartbreak. The mystery deepened when Kerem mentioned that someone else had come between them, but refused to reveal who. The audience, journalists, and fans alike held their breath. Whispers quickly spread that his words might have been directed toward a familiar face, someone who recently shared the screen with Hand Ursil. Tabloids began weaving theories like wildfire. On social media, every photo, every post of Hand's new project was dissected. Was there more to the chemistry between Hand and her current co-star than met the eye? Or was this all just another illusion crafted by the gossip machine? Kerem, on the other hand, didn't feed the frenzy. His only response was a quiet, painful line that carried more weight than any denial could. "If she's happy, that's all that matters. But sometimes you can't silence your heart. The mind can't command what the heart refuses to forget." If Kerem's words touched you too, take a moment to like this video and tell us what you think in the comments. Do you believe love can ever truly fade, or does it simply change shape over time? And don't forget, every subscription helps us bring you more stories straight from the heart of the stars. Within hours of the interview's release, the internet turned into a battlefield of emotions. The hashtags #Kerem Bürsin and #Hand Ursil dominated global trends, gathering millions of interactions. Some fans accused Hand of moving on too quickly, while others defended her right to start anew. One user wrote, "Kerem still hasn't forgotten her," while another replied, "Letting go doesn't mean you never cared, it means you choose peace." Meanwhile, Hand Ursil's silence only added fuel to the fire. Those close to the actress told reporters that she was surprised by Kerem's confessions and preferred to stay silent, allegedly saying, "There are feelings that must be left behind." Yet silence, in the world of fame, is rarely interpreted as peace, it's often the calm before another emotional storm. As the media tried to decode the unspoken, Kerem's vulnerability struck a chord. For years, he had kept his private life behind a carefully built wall, sharing only fragments of his emotions with the world. This interview shattered that image. With every sentence, he revealed the depth of a man who loved deeply and lost quietly. "I don't believe loving is ever wrong," he said in closing. "Love teaches you. Sometimes, it teaches you joy, sometimes, it teaches you when to let go." That final sentence left even the most seasoned journalists speechless. It wasn't the statement of a celebrity trying to win sympathy, it was a confession of raw humanity. In the days that followed, the reaction from the public was overwhelming. Messages poured in from fans expressing their empathy and admiration for his courage. One trending comment read, "Kerem Bürsin didn't just confess his feelings, he reminded us that even stars bleed the same way we do." Sources close to the actor revealed that Kerem had wrestled with this decision for a long time. He had debated whether to stay silent or finally speak his truth. But the emotional weight of the past proved too heavy to carry alone. His words, simple yet profound, reflected the struggle of someone torn between love, pride, and closure. As the emotional aftershock continued, all eyes turned to Hand once again. Her recent posts, cryptic, poetic, and filled with melancholic undertones, drew even more speculation. One particular story she shared late at night read, "Some silences speak louder than words." Fans immediately connected it to Kerem's interview, interpreting it as her indirect response. A close friend of Hand reportedly told a magazine, "She still respects Kerem. But you can't reopen a wound that hasn't healed." These words resonated with fans who still hoped for reconciliation, even if it was just a dream. If you've ever loved someone you couldn't forget, you'll understand Kerem's pain. Tell us in the comments, do you think his confession was a final farewell or a hidden hope for reunion? And if you're enjoying this deep dive, hit the like button and become part of our Anything You Want family by subscribing and tapping join. The entertainment world now watches with fascination and empathy. Some industry insiders believe that Kerem's confession was not a goodbye but a bridge, a way of reopening a story that was never truly finished. One respected columnist wrote, "Kerem doesn't speak in bitterness, he speaks in longing." This wasn't about blame. It was about unfinished dreams. The question that now hovers in every fan's mind is simple yet powerful. Has Kerem Bürsin really moved on? Or is his heart still writing the story he never got to finish? Even as Hand focuses on her new film project, the shadow of her past love continues to follow her. Paparazzi speculate about an eventual reunion, and one producer was even quoted saying, "If they ever share the screen again, it won't just revive their chemistry, it will rewrite Turkish television history." In the end, this isn't just the story of two celebrities. It's the story of love's persistence, of memories that refuse to fade, of words spoken too late, and of what it means to grow by letting go. Kerem Bürsin reminded the world that fame cannot shield the heart from longing, nor can distance erase what once felt like destiny. And that wraps up today's emotional journey on Anything You Want. Do you think Kerem's confession was his way of finding closure, or could it be the first spark of a second chance? Share your thoughts below, we read every comment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and tap join if you'd like to help us bring more real stories straight from the world of fame and emotion. Until next time, remember, in the world of Anything You Want, every silence has a story.